Good morning, children. Last class we were discussing about World Trade Organization. We just started with when the World Trade Organization was established. World Trade Organization only replaced GATT in the year 1995, and it was decided in the Dunkel draft, which was formulated by Arthur Dunkel, the secretary, and he was a base to for the establishment of World Trade Organization. And we also saw that the headquarters was located at New York, the Twin Towers, USA. Okay, and in 2001 there was a craft attack where the two Twin Towers were devastated. And in the last class we just finished with the objectives of World Trade Organization. Now today we shall learn about what are the agreements which are dealt in the World Trade Organization. First thing is agreement on trade related intellectual property rights, which we call it as TRIPS. Okay, normally intellectual property rights means many a times the companies when they invent something, they acquire the copyrights and the patent rights in their name, and the patent rights and the copyrights which are obtained by the company or by that particular government, okay, is governed by the TRIPS, which is being created by the World Trade Organization. It lays certain regulations for owning the rights over those properties or process or the designs or the trade secrets. So these intellectual property rights, it includes copyrights, okay, that no one should take has got the legal power to use that particular copyright. Example, you could see cinemas. Okay, the story of a movie cannot be taken as a cannot be stole by some other person. So copyrights are normally obtained for movies rather, and trade rights, that is trading in this particular area, or see, for example, the government only has got the trading rights to deal certain commodities, like for example railway network. Okay, in the railway network, service will be provided only by the government, okay, in these particular areas. So that you call it as trading rights. So trademarks comes under that. Next is patent. To obtain the patent right, okay, that is no one should copy the logos or the symbols or the names, okay, which should not be misused by the other people. Geographical indications, then trade secrets. The trade secrets, see, a clear example what I could give you is the recent times. The COVID-19 vaccine is yet to be discovered, is it so much of researches are being undertaken in the recent times. Suppose, for example, any country is preparing or producing the perfect what is vaccine for COVID-19, means such country will obtain the trade secrets and the patent right for the particular commodity, for that particular medicine. They will only sell, they will not share the trade secrets or the composition of that particular product, and they will not share the secrets also, and they will decide, okay, to whom all they have to have the trading, the geographical indications where all they should have the trade relationship, and they will obtain the legal permit for producing that particular commodity. And of course the World Trade Organization will come and intervene in deciding the price of that commodity. All those are covered under the TRIPS, which is being handled by the World Trade Organization. Next, to obtain the patent rights or copyrights, throughout the lifetime they cannot have the patent right or copyright. There is a time duration, that is the period of protection. See, if it is for patent, it is for 20 years. And if it is for copyrights, they can have the copyrights for 50 years. And trademarks, they can utilize a trademark or a logo of a company for 7 years, and after which they have to renew it or they can make modifications. And layout and design, any particular project, okay, the layout and design will be applicable for 10 years. See, for example, construction of a bridge or a big dam, Okay, the layout and copyright will be designed by the, will be obtained by that particular company, corporate company, which has taken that particular project, and there should not be anyone who has copied that particular design, or no modification should be made for 10 years, because the layout design has been got, they have obtained the intellectual property rights for that particular layout design. So, as a result, what has happened because of this TRIPS is, the low developed countries have to totally depend on the developed nations, on the industrially developed nations. See, even for seeds, drugs, pesticides, fertilizers, which are produced by the developed countries, because they have enough of capital, the low developing countries have to totally depend on those countries for all their basic requirements itself. So, because those countries have obtained all the legal rights and patent rights for producing such commodities. So, the most affected people, because affected nations were the low developing countries, were very much affected. Next is the TRIMS, that is agreement on trade related investment, on trade related investment measures. Here TRIMS, it is related to the conditions or the restrictions which are with respect to the foreign investment in a country. The restrictions can be on the following grounds it should be removed. That is, the restrictions on the foreign investment are to be removed. On what conditions? There should not be any restrictions in the area of investment. If a country is being given, has given permission, is obliging by the TRIMS, means there should not be any restrictions for having their investment in the in any area of investment. It can be, if the government is giving proper license, they can invest, okay, in any area of investment which is being prescribed by the government. Next is no binding on use of local raw materials. They should never take any, the restriction should be on the use of the local raw materials also. See, a foreign company is coming in India and utilizing all the local raw materials, means then who are getting depleted with raw materials? Our country only. A clear example is the PepsiCo and Coca-Cola. Those are foreign investors in India. They have been overutilizing what? The local materials which are available in India. So, TRIMS poses restrictions on this. Next is no mandatory exports. Whatever is being produced because of foreign investment in India, it is not that it has to be exported to other countries. It can be for the inland use also. Next is no restrictions on repatriation of royalty, dividend and interest. If any foreign investment is being made by, let us take for example, Canada is making some investment in India and producing certain goods. Okay, the amount of profit or dividend or the interest or the royalty, they cannot take back to their country and utilize those royalty here. Okay, whatever the benefits that they are enjoying there cannot be repatriated. Repatriating means taking something to the home country. Okay, that should not be done. Next is no trade balancing requirements, that is imports not export exceeding the exports. At any point of time, TRIMS has to, the agreement on TRIMS, it should take into consideration that at any point of time our imports should not exceed the exports. What will happen if our imports are exceeding the exports? Automatically there will be disequilibrium in the balance of payment, where if it is unfavorable balance of payment, it will hit our hit our economy. Next agreement is general agreement on trade in services. Okay, particularly the GATS means it is a multilateral set of rules. Okay, it covers the transaction or the trading of not goods and services or patent rights or not money. It involves services like banking service, insurance service, transportation service and communication service. All the member countries, okay, who have extended most favored nations, means they have to, without any discrimination, they have to extend their services, okay, to the other member countries of the World Trade Organization. So, there should be transparency and all the laws and regulations which are related to the services should be followed, should be very transparent. Okay, and the service should also be sold to the other countries, okay, without seeing any discrimination. Next is phasing out of multi-fiber agreement, MFA, multi-fiber agreement. See, it is governed again by the World Trade. This is particularly for textiles and garments. From 1974 only, this MFA agreement was established, where quotas on exports of textiles by the developing nations to the developed nations. Okay, see, it imposed quotas. Like India is one of the best beneficiary of this MFA, because we are very good at manufacturing of what, textiles and garments. So they fixed quotas for exporting of textiles, where by countries like India, developing countries, were to the developed countries. So it was almost it was discontinued over a period of 10 years. India was most benefited because of this multi-fiber agreement. When was this multi-fiber agreement established? In 1974. That is, it lays restrictions on the exporting of textiles and garments by whom? By developing country to the developed country. Okay, next is agreements on agriculture. See, the World Trade Organization has entered into the field of agriculture also. That is, the important aspects on agreements are tarification, and tariff cuts were there and subsidies were there, particularly for agricultural commodities. Tariff means when any goods enter into a country, they paid the tax that is paid on the goods coming into the country. That you call it as tariff. In Tamil you call it as sungavari. Okay, if it enters into a country, you call it as tariff. There is one more meaning for tariff, that is list of prices. The price list is also called as tariff only. So it reduced the tariff and subsidies were given. The reduction in the subsidies or increase in the subsidies were all governed under AOA, which means Agreement on Agriculture. Next is dispute settlement body. There was a body, okay, which was responsible for settling of the disputes. So it was mandatory that any problem or any grievance taken to the body for settling of disputes should be settled within 18 months. Okay, it is very mandatory. So any dispute which resolves through multilateral trading, that is one country having trade relationship with many countries, you call it as multilateral trading system. So these problems were resolved within a period of 18 months. So India has got huge amount of export earnings. Okay, and because of the conditions which were laid out by this dispute settling body. Next is, what are the functions of the World Trade Organization? When we look into the functions of the World Trade Organization, the operation of this multilateral trade agreement, it facilitated in the implementation and in the administration of various objectives of the agreement. Next is, it provides a forum. Forum means a body for negotiation among the members. So whenever multilateral trade relationships were there, any problems which were relating to these multilateral trade, okay, a forum was there to negotiate. Negotiate means what? To discuss and come to a clear solution. Negotiation. Negotiation means what? Without entering into disputes, okay, talking, discussing, and then coming to a clear solution is negotiation. So there was a separate forum set up by the World Trade Organization. Next is, it administers an understanding of the rules and regulations whenever any settlement of dispute is being followed. Next is, it cooperates with the IMF and the World Bank and its affiliates agencies. Okay, and it sees that there is smooth functioning in the global economy making also. So in whatever the policies is being implemented, it takes care that there is coherence. Greater coherence means working in a smooth manner. So they are working with coherence. See, you have a green color box, is it? Just learn this alone. It is not a book back question, but I want you to learn this under the heading of major functions of WTO. You can learn from this green color box. It is the same whatever I told you now. Next is achievements. We have only 3 achievements. One thing is, or whatever the restrictive measures of the BOP problem, all the problems which were related to the BOP was considerably declined after that is one of the important achievement of World Trade Organization. Next is, Because of the multilateral trading system, many countries opened their market for trade and investment. Okay, so many countries were able to enjoy because of this multilateral trading system. The next is the policy review mechanism. There is a review mechanism and a monitoring mechanism which keeps on monitoring all the trading policies and the developments which are happening. Next is what is the relationship of India with world in India and the world trade. Okay, and see, when you take India and World Trade Organization, India is supposed to be one of the founding member of the World Trade Organization because India favors not bilateral trading, multilateral trading. We follow a multilateral trading approach, which means, okay, we have trade relationship with many countries. Okay, and we enjoy this MFN status. Underline that. MFN status means what? MFN, most favored nation. Okay, so a favored nation, India ranks in the most favored nation status with respect to the World Trade Organization. Please underline this. Next is by reducing the tariff rates. What is tariff? The tax that is being paid when a good comes into India. So because of the reduction in the tariffs, on what we are importing raw materials, we are importing all the components of automobiles, and we are importing capital goods also. By doing this, we are able to increase our imports and meet out all our development requirements. Next is we have got access to several countries, because if it is bilateral trade means we will be having access to only one country. Because of this multilateral trade, we are able to access our trade relationship with many other countries. Next is we are able to use advanced technology at a very cheaper rate. Okay, because of this World Trade Organization. Next is whenever there is any problems or disputes taken, India has got a better position for quick redressal of our disputes. Quick redressal means settlement of disputes is happening to India at a very faster rate. Next is exports. Indian exporters are benefited because of the wide market information. See, the World Trade Organization provides good lot of information. Because of that, our exporters have benefited a lot. This is an important 5-mark question. Just 5 points, 5 marks. Okay, India is founding member from there till wider market information. The next what we are going to learn is trade blocks. See children, now I am going to start a next topic. If you want, just put a pause, okay, and then you can go to the next topic. Like you have your book beside you, okay, because it is not possible for me to read each and every sentence in the book. I can only explain whatever is there. So when I take trade blocks, I want you to take this particular page number and then listen to my explanation. See, trade blocks means, see, some countries they integrate together. Okay, they sign an agreement and make arrangements so that they can avoid unnecessary competition among themselves. See, for example, countries which are very closely situated to each other, closely located to each other, will be enjoying same geographical condition, climatic condition, and will be enjoying the same amount of natural vegetation also. Suppose if these countries have an integration or develop an agreement whereby they unite together and see that all of them grow together. Okay, if such is the situation, you call it as trade blocks. So they create business opportunities for themselves. Okay, how do they create? By integrating their economy. Integrating means what? Putting everything together. So by doing this, what will happen is unnecessary competition among them will be reduced. Okay, next is it covers, when we talk of trade blocks, it need not it cannot be applied for all the aspects of a international trade. They can take one particular aspect and see that they create trade block for that particular criteria alone. For some other criteria, they can have contact with the other countries and develop another trade block. Now, when you see this economic integration or trade blocks, it takes the form of free trade area. You have trade blocks like free trade area, customs union, that is also one of the trade block. Trade block means what? Union or integration of many countries for some common benefit of those member countries. Okay, common market, economic union market. First thing is, let us see free trade area, FTA. See, for example, a region encompassing encompassing means which is surrounded by, in a particular area, those member countries will sign a free trade agreement. This free trade agreement involves the cooperation among the limited countries, between two countries. This you can call it as example SAFTA. SAFTA is South African Free Trade Agreement. That is, the countries within South Africa will enter into the free trade area. If two countries enter into SAFTA means the movement of goods between those two countries, there will not be any restrictions. Okay, next is EFTA, that is European Free Trade Agreement or area. So, if two European countries enter into free trade means people or there will not be any restrictions for movement of men or material between these two countries. Okay, this you call it as EFTA, that is European Free Trade Agreement. Next is Customs Union. See, again this Customs Union is also a type of trade bloc. Here it is composed of a free trade area where with no tariff among the members. Tariff means when any commodity enters into the country, you need not pay taxes. For whom? For all the member countries who have entered into the agreement. But they will have common external tariff. For example, if the goods go out to some other country, they will have their own external tariffs for the other countries. But for the member countries under the customs union, no tariff will be there. That is, their goods can enter into the country from that customs union country without any restrictions. The example is Benelux, that is Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg. These three countries have entered into a custom union, a trade bloc where goods coming from Belgium into Netherlands or from Netherlands to Belgium or from Luxembourg to Netherlands or from Belgium to Luxembourg, no tariff will be imposed on the goods entering. If such is a case, you call it as custom union. Children, am I clear to you? Because all these are very, very new topics to you. Next is common market. See, when we take, again this is also a free trade agreement. It is established through trade pacts. Pact nale agreement. Pacts means agreement, write and keep it there. A group formed by countries within the geographical area, particularly to promote free trade and free movement of labor and capital among the member countries. Previously we saw custom union means for movement of goods without any tariff. When I take common market, men also can move, capital also can move, goods also can move. If such is the agreement, you call it as common market. How do you call it as? Common market. So, a very clear example is European common market. Many European countries will have euro as their capital. Only few countries like France, Poland, I think, okay, and Switzerland, those countries, they have their own currencies. There are few countries where the currencies are common. Such countries might enter into a European common market where men, material, okay, capital, not material, capital, labor can move freely between the agreed countries. Thus you call it as common market. See, there is a visa called as Schengen visa, where from Germany you can move to other countries, okay, like Netherlands or like Ireland, where you can travel to any countries within the Europe, okay, obtaining the Schengen visa, which means labor can freely move. Okay, otherwise every time you have to get a visa to go to a country. But if you get this particular Schengen visa, whatever the countries that are specified in that particular union, the labor can move freely. Okay. Next is economic union. Economic union is a it comprises of customs union as well as common market, where the policies where goods can move, okay, men can move, capital also can move, and even services also can move. So European Economic Union is an example for this. The next is what are the institutions and where are the headquarters located. Now, when you look into the institutions, I shall just take only SARC alone today. SARC, again, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. You might have learnt in your 10th standard, if I am right. See, SARC, it is an organization which is formed by the South Asian nations. Okay, when you look into the South Asian nations, there are 8 countries who are members of the SARC. Just imagine India map and our neighboring countries. Those countries are the members of the SARC. Okay, to the right of India, you have Bhutan. To the eastern side, you have Pakistan. And on the north side, you have Nepal. And Bangladesh to the eastern side. Maldives down to the southeastern side. Sri Lanka on the southern side, and Afghanistan on your western side. So these countries together and have entered into an agreement called as SARC. Okay, what is the main objective of this SARC? To promote economic and social progress. Okay, we need to just grow economically, we need to grow socially also, and cultural development is also important under for the South Asian regions, and to have a very friendly and cooperative relationship with the developing countries. The recent member into the SARC is Afghanistan. It became a member in the year 2007. It is the 8th member. Next is, where is the Secretariat of SARC established? It is established in Kathmandu in Nepal in the year 87. The first SARC summit was held at Dhaka in Bangladesh in the year 85, and because it was established in the year 85, and the 20th SARC summit, it was hosted by Sri Lanka in 18. This year, the SARC countries meet once in 2 years. This year, 2020, the SARC was to meet. You might have seen during this COVID time only, the SARC summit was held over the video conferencing only. You can just, I don't remember, during in the news channels and all, during the time the SARC meeting was held, it was telecasted. Okay, all the countries' representatives met for the SARC summit, only they had a video conferencing and discussed about the issues. Next is objectives of the SARC. When you look into the objectives, the first primary objective is promotion of welfare of whom? The South Asian countries. For what? To improve the quality of the life. Next is to accelerate. Accelerating means what? To speed up the growth of economy and social progress and cultural development. Whatever is seen here is only given as objectives. Next is to have a mutual trust and understanding among the member nations. Next is you have to collaborate and a mutual assistance with respect to economical, social, cultural, technical and scientific fields among the member countries. Next is to strengthen the cooperation among the developing countries. When you look into the SARC members, all the members of the SARC are developing countries only. No developed country will be a member of the SARC. You could see this. Next is to cooperate with the international and regional organizations. What are the regional organizations, international organizations? World Trade Organization, IMF, World Bank are international organizations. Regional organizations means what? The SARC, BRICS, okay, and few other organizations are there. International organizations, ASEAN, all those are regional organizations, to have a good relationship with the regional organizations. Next is the functions of SARC. What is the SARC doing? First thing is maintaining cooperation. Among whom? Among the member countries. Next is prevention of the common problems whichever is existing between the member countries. Whatever the common problems that we are facing, we need to solve it out among ourselves. Next is developing, seeing that a good relationship is maintained among the member countries. Next is whenever if poverty should be removed by following different package programs which are adopted by the member countries. Next is very importantly prevention of terrorism in the regions. Okay, so terrorism activities also should be prevented by the member countries. Next is achievements of SARC. When you look into the achievements of the SARC, okay, there was a reduction in the tariff of the and non-tariff barriers on imports. So when whatever was the tariff or the import tariffs, it was totally reduced because of the preferential trading agreement which was there among the member countries. Next is a technical committee was set up particularly for the cooperation of the SARC countries with respect to what? With respect to with the subjects relating to agriculture, education, population, okay, technology, tourism. Okay, so a technical advisory committee was set up to look into the issues of all these. Next is they established a three-tier system mechanism. For what means? For reducing the poverty. Because when you look into these countries, all these countries are poor countries. So the main objective of poor countries is to drive out the poverty from their country. So they developed a three-tier mechanism where they ensured that poverty is being removed from these member countries. Next is Agriculture Information Center. It was established in 1988, okay, where the member countries shared the resources like fishery, forestry for development of their agriculture. Next is South Asian Development Fund. It is a fund which was created particularly for the development projects and for the human development and for infrastructural development. So all these and India, the trade has not gone, but with respect to the Asian Development Fund, using this development fund, we were not even able to extend our trade beyond 3%. So with this, we are finishing the topic on SARC. The next class we shall go to what is ASEAN and when it was established. Now for today's homework, I want you to write World Trade Organization India, that is 37th question, 29th question, 37, 29, 38. Okay, 37, 38 and 29. 3 questions only. Okay, you can look into the material and then you can write it. What are the questions? 37, 38, 5 mark answers, and then what are trade blocks? Well, in that itself it will cover other short answers also. Okay, that is all children. Have a good day. Bye bye.